Underway in Tucson, and it's the go to JT Toppin. Jalen Petty, the freshman from Seattle, misses a three.
He's such a great defender. He can just wall up inside, make everything difficult.
Braden Burries, corner three, and coming down for
in conversion.
One of the best three-point shooters in the nation. Anderson can shoot it as well, but a little stronger. Makes big plays at big moments. Karchenkov, no. Krivas, the gather, and he can't finish. How important is pace in this game?
I think it's important to try to get the ball up court quickly to beat these defenses down the floor. And Jaden Bradley's teams have been built for Final Four. But this is the best shot under Tommy Lloyd they've had to win a title. And JT Toppin knocks down that shot.
Krivas a save. Bradley somehow splits a pair, and a foul is called.
Future of college basketball, because both are excellent leaders, excellent tacticians. Coaches are fantastic.
By the way, an early sub for Texas Tech as Luke Bamboye is in for Lawan Watt.
Straight up and strong. Good cut.
Petty the cut up and in with the left, and a pretty
point shooters in the country, and he's a good defender.
Yep. Top 5 in the nation, both in made threes, and although he can make them, I don't think Tommy Lloyd would mind seeing Toppin way out there during much of the game. Krivas could not. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on his minutes in Big 12 play as Petty misses a jumper. Can they have him out there for that much in what is sure to be a very
one of the best rebounders in the country, especially per minute.
2 years at Tennessee, 2 here.
It's difficult to help, and they need to run more of that.
Awaka pulling his way inside and draw.
And that means when you're in the middle of the floor, it's difficult. Team is really good.
That foul was on Luke Bamboye, his second. He sits, but we're off to a low-scoring start. Anderson will tie it up with a three.
One, Christian Anderson waits for him to get set, but he sets it. He
finds his big man in Krivas. Jump hook, no. Does Anderson know it? Hits it. He
throws him off. What a player.
And if you're talking about the best point guards in the nation, you better get to his up for a three. Watts couldn't corral it. It comes to Karchenkov. Often, but on Valentine's Day, great stuff. And we reminisced a little bit about it with Grant McCaslin before the game. It bounces to Toppin. Santa Clara, that's a good game coming up later on tonight. Gonzaga won the first game by 12, but the Broncos have won 9 in a game for the Red Raiders as well. Grant McCaslin has more bodies at his disposal than he's had maybe at any point this season. That's a shot.
Braden Burries has a lot of game, and it's not just on the offensive end.
Awaka knocks down a three.
One of the things that Grant McCaslin mentioned in that timeout was their lack of offensive rebounding. He looked at his guys and said, "You're just standing there watching while Braden Burries goes 2 feet in the air." He said,
on the glass. That figures to be a big factor in this game. Karchenkov down to Krivas, got rid of it quickly. Nicely done. It's an LSU. It all gets going at 8:30 Eastern time on ABC and the ESPN app. Bamboye straightened it out, figured it out.
And just backed up and got a hand in the passing lane to get that steal. That's a big-time defensive play by the freshman.
How about their last 3 games against? Anderson got the switch.
What a pass.
And a three will finally go.
This in warm-ups is just swish after swish.
Anderson finds Toppin, who lays it in.
Boy, and gave it
everything that Anderson and Toppin can give them here today. They have not gotten much from the supporting cast. Anthony Del Orso at well. Boy, would they love to get him some looks. Again, one of the best three-point shooters in the nation. Anderson rises up and hits again. Lead.
Well, the game's on TV. They can look anytime they want. What a pass.
Toppin again from Anderson. We mentioned the win over Duke in December. They were so depleted with injuries. Came back from a 17-point deficit. Boy, how about that turnaround from action around the country so far today?
Reese Davis, the finest toupee in broadcasting.
Horner, the spin. Got it. Right. You talk about announcing your presence with authority. To do that, and you said it, but to do that against Florida in your debut, that
shots, but was second guessing himself. Said, if I told my team in the locker room, I need a third guy. It can't just be Anderson and James T. Toppin in this second half.
They trailed by as many in conference play. He was 45% from the line heading into conference play. Came into this game 77%. That foul on Burries, his second, by the way. Back to Chris.
I can confirm that Koa Pete is out for the remainder of this game, dealing with a lower body injury.
Wow.
Talk about strength. That was impressive by Tobe Awaka.
Let's talk about the Arizona rotation right now. Tommy Lloyd has had a very tight 8-man. We'll see if Tommy Lloyd has to go a little bit deeper into his bench. Watch the kick. Anderson open on the wing, and he's got another one. Another rebound.
Well, Jalen Petty went after that ball. He is a fighter.
Good cut, great find, and a chance for 3. Fouls here in the second half. 3 on the game. Bamboye playing with 3. Krivas. Now Krivas. Surrounded.
They got Anderson. Texas Tech got him a clear out on the right side of the floor.
Atwell, step back. And there is his South Carolina and number 6 LSU. LSU averaging better than 96 points per game. Number 1 in the
Game like this, those 2 possessions.
Jay, how about how good this league is at the top? How many Final Four contenders there are as Atwell misses way long. Just a tiny bit short, and it's down to Anderson.
With Krivas there for the offensive rebound. Toppin just knocked it away from him.
Watts into the mid-second.
Krivas just didn't have legal guarding position when he made that contact.
Don't forget, Chudaga and Santa Clara.
Darius Acuff Jr. of Arkansas in conference play, averaging 23 points and 6.5.
Awaka again, and Awaka wins it.
I think Grant McCaslin saying, no, that wasn't tied up.
Karchenkov is fouled on. The foul on Jalen Petty. It's his 4th. A 6'11" freshman from Senegal is into the game for the first time today for Arizona. He has appeared in 60. And it's tied up yet again. Bradley taking matters into his own hands.
Boy, and Awaka has been a man among men in this game. What, 12 points and 8 rebounds? Scoring games. He is a good player. He's better from 3 than 2.
Suffering its only defeat in its last game Monday night at Kansas and getting all they can handle right now from Texas Tech. They're undersized compared to Arizona, one of the best rebounding teams in the nation.
Boy, really good rebound by Braden Burries.
How good is Watts trying to drive Krivas. 2 to shoot. Anderson. Will he drive him? Can't get by him. Into Watts. Followed by Toppin. I enjoy things in a subtler way. It was great.
It was awesome.
It was so much fun. And we were maybe, like, not exaggerating, 10 feet from Mixed Mastermind.
But our director, Mike Roy, doesn't make any of the photos. Really sad.
Toppin and Awaka again. Toppin wins. To the height and length of Krivas.
I don't know. It's not a great
it's
choice.
It's a tough choice. Burries knocks down a 3.
Corner to put it on the deck.
And you are correct. Atwell 1 of 8, just 3 points today. He averages 12 and a half.
Execution that is the difference. They've gotten 3 easy buckets, 2 by Del Orso and that one.
This time it'll go over the game with a lower body injury. No Dwayne Aristote, out with an illness. Short bench for Arizona. Bradley, such a good decision maker. Karchenkov floats it in. Krivas, yes! And Toppin, the foul on Toppin, his 3rd. Bradley at the line, 80% on the season.
He never gets frazzled, plays with great poise.
And a correction on the foul, not on Toppin. It goes on Horner, his first, who have been carrying the Red Raiders and keeping them in the game. Anderson misses the first, hits the second. It's a Bradley buries, air ball, Awaka, shovel pass, Krivas.
Arizona gets smaller.
Toppin hit Bradley. Can't get all the way to the rim. Toppin spins back to his left, and the soft touch for just 1 minute each. Bradley puts his head down, drives, blocked.
Is an excellent free throw shooter, about 86%.
Needed the rim. Grant McCaslin will not use his here. Open is Atwell. Got it!
Do not foul.
Made a move. Gets it off. And we are going to
Gone.
Burry's crossing over on Anderson. Beautifully done. And it's
In space.
Toppin somehow spun into some free space.
When they were all huddled around, Grant McCaslin had to look JT Toppin in the eye, who was dejected that they...
Toppin the screen. Anderson tried to lob it up for Bamboye, but it bounces to Toppin. Good screen by Toppin. Ooh, they were fortunate that ball wasn't picked off. And then Atwell. Lots of traffic. Awaka with the offensive rebound. It bounces off.
Clear out on the left side.
Toppin guarded by Karchenkov. Yes! Left-hand jump hook, but he still gets there. Awaka, another offensive rebound, and a huge back. Gets it off. And Texas Tech will win it. As they knock off #1 Arizona here in 2. Again, Jay, they did it with toughness, desire.